minute work which we have done and trying to find out now in a random way, if we have to find out which medicine contains what are the ingredients that are, we wouldn't understand that easily, because you don't know its source. You would find the ingredients of those medicines that is there, but you don't know from where it is coming. So that is not bound to be explained there on that particular medicinal wrapper or whatever. Yeah. In pharmacological textbooks, or even in the databases that we have where we get the research related information, this all information is available. Now I can go on explaining to you various ingredients. I will just run through those slides now. Which are those various ingredients in urine which are used or which have the medicinal property? One is agglutinin and precipitin, has a neutralizing effect on polio and other viruses. Initially, they did a lot of research, and this is all available today. Then this is another crystal substance which is used in wound healing. DHEA, dihydroepiandrosterone. This is a steroid actually secreted by the adrenal gland, and we used for anemia, diabetes, breast cancer in women, prevents obesity, prolongs the life, stimulates the growth of bone marrow. So all of these medicines that are used, Mr. Kane is known to it because he is well versed with the pharmacology. So he was sharing me these things. The question comes is, from where do they get this urine? The common question, from where do they get this urine? These all pharmacological, maybe the big industry. And to tell you, there is another industry supporting it. And they take this thing. There is a company called as Enzymes of America, which is engaged in recycling and generation of pharmaceutical drugs from human urine. And there is another company, actually it's their own company, called as Porta-John company, which collects the urine for them and supplies to the pharmaceutical companies. Gallons of urine is collected, tankers of urine is taken to the industry.
But don't tell me that they collect from public.
These are the pictures which we are able to gather, but what is the reality? We do not know exactly. From where do they collect?
Where is the collection?
I don't know. Well, I didn't get into those details, but the information which was given, only thing we know is that these are the medicines which are extracted from the urine. From where do they, from the public urinals, or they have a separate system for that? We do not know. Okay. What are those ingredients in urine with the medicinal properties? I shall just enumerate, and then we shall have a break for some time. Gastric secretory depressant, which combats the growth of cancer, stomach cancer. This is a particular ingredient found in urine. Glucuronic acid is secreted in the liver and useful for digestion. There is one ingredient called as H11, inhibits the growth of cancer cells and reduces the already existing tumors. Human urine derivative, this is again used, urine derivative which signals the hypothalamus to produce fever. So in our body, fever, whenever there is an infection, we get fever. So again, this is an ingredient that is there in the urine. This 3-methyl-glycol is an ingredient that destroys the cancer cells, that is present in human urine. Prostaglandins. Prostaglandin is a hormone that dilates the blood vessels, lowers the blood pressure, relaxes the bronchial muscles, stimulates the labor contractions. Again, this is available, that is present in human urine. Many of the protein globulins contain antibodies against specific allergens, identical to proteins in the immunoglobulins of serum. So there are certain proteins which are similar to our antibodies, and if they are recycled, they help us to train our immunity. There are these are the immunological active products which are involved in allergic reactions. Rentin is another anti-cancer element which is extracted from human urine. Commonly, we consider uric acid to be a problem. Of course, actually we should understand here that anything in our body which is in excessive amount is toxic. Now, all of us, what do you think about sugar? Is sugar poison? Is sugar poison? Of course. But say glucose. Is glucose poison for us? No. But if its quantity is raised beyond certain limit in the body, it becomes poison. So, if it is beyond certain limit, it becomes poison. So, similarly, uric acid has to have a specific level in our body. If it is beyond certain limit, it becomes toxic to our body. But if the uric acid is used as a medicinal, it helps to keep the free radicals under control and helps to combat the old age. Even it has a tubulostatic, means it stops the growth of tuberculosis and has effect of lowering the blood pressure. Urea, a very interesting this thing. You can get plenty of information about this. There is a lot of research that has already happened on this particular product, and it is one of the best antibacterial agent and dissolves the fat as well. There are minerals in the urine which can be very easily absorbed and re-digested. Cortisone is another this thing which involves in the inflammatory processes and allergies. This which I want to explain to you. Often traditionally in urine practices, it is said that the first sample of urine in the morning when you wake up from the bed, the first sample of urine is considered to be more effective and medicinal. Now, this is told in traditional scriptures. Few of the scientists have tried to find out why. Why? Because it contains a very interesting hormone called as melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that is released from a very important gland called as a pineal gland, which is at the base of our brain. And again, interestingly, whenever in the early morning when we rise, at that time only this pineal gland is active. We know in our body we have certain rhythms. With the daylight, our body gets into certain rhythms, and those rhythms are called as a circadian rhythm. Our body chemicals are secreted with those rhythms. So this melatonin is generally secreted early in the morning, and that is richly available in the blood, and therefore it comes in the urine as well. The first urine, if it is consumed, we richly enhance the melatonin which is present in the morning urine and has a stress reducing effect. And that's why people who are of spiritual aspirants, if they consume the urine, that helps for them to get into a state of meditation. So it boosts the immune system, inhibits cancer, reduces various heart diseases, and it is claimed to have a rejuvenating effect. So if you really want to stop the aging process, first sample of urine could be considered very useful. Then EGF, epithelium growth factor, helps to repair and regenerate the damaged tissues and cells. There are colonies stimulating factors that is there available in the urine, which helps for cell division. Even growth hormone, erythropoietin, people who have anemia, and even though they have been taking various medicines, the hemoglobin is not rising. So this particular ingredient will help them to promote the production of red blood cells. These are the different ingredients that are found. Trypsin inhibitor, ACTH, TSH, LH, all these are the hormones basically which we will be talking later on, which stimulates the adrenal cortex. All these hormones are also found to be present in human urine. Parathyroid hormones, there are certain anti-cancerous substances which we have already discussed: antineoplastin, H11, beta-indole, acetic directin, 3-methylglycol. All of these they actually differ from the chemotherapeutic drugs which kill and injure the all kinds of cells, but these they strongly prevent the multiplication of carcinogenic cells and help to return them to normal. So according to some of the scientists, they say urine is one of the best biofeedback. So urine gives our system a biofeedback. Now, after hearing all these things, the question is urine waste?
Yes, because for me
It is coming out of the body.
no, but it's difficult to understand that. I'm trying to be very open.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. The human body for me is a very intelligent
Yes,
body,
yes.
and
It is already throwing it out.
it's perfect in itself. So, and the urine is considered, because we eliminate it,
Mm.
is considered a waste.
Yes.
Until today,
Yes.
for me,
Yeah.
it's considered something that is not needed in the body. That's why we eliminate it. So, what is the reason that all these fantastic ingredients are there, and we naturally, human beings and animals, eliminate that?
Yes. We shall try to get the answer to this question after 5 minutes of break. So this is a very, very interesting question. Everybody would be having this in our mind, and this is what is often being offered to me. So we shall try to understand the answer. Yeah. Yes. It's leaving it out. It's throwing out, and then why do we need to take it again?
Throw it out and you take it.
Yes. Yes. We shall try to understand.
Break, I will tell
Yes.
the incident that what I have done.
Yes.
Okay, my experience I want to tell you about urine experience. So when I was having a lot of asthma and I used to hospitalize, so one of my uncle nearby person now, he told me, you do this practice. So I started. What he did, fasting. First, you have to do fasting, clean the body, and then you should not take a lot of spices. Then you have to change your eating habits. The urine texture, everything, the taste changes. Then I tried, and I got really surprised. I stopped medicine, it was working wonders. My chest was so congested, become so flexible, then I can breathe it. That I have seen. Then problem is that I am not very disciplined person. So when I eat all these kind of things, I feel urine is not so like little congestion was there. When I change my food and urine, immediately. So this is what I relate to my personal experience. Then I went to Preventive, Bangalore, and I used to take inhaler sometime. Sometime again happens severe problem and problem. Then things go really severe, I go for this. So this is my experience. So it is really wonderful. And I've seen one person, one of my friends having eczema, very bad eczema in the leg and whole hand, eczema. He cannot show to anybody, and he become cured by urine. So I feel in the skin diseases, this is wonderful. Now we also talking about cancer. I don't know, but definitely the hair falling and all that. There are some experience. Some of my friends I know they have done it. The falling hair can stop immediately. So anyway, there is just one
Yes. Yes.
keep on talking and discuss exactly the process and all that.
Yes. 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 Thank you.